Welcome to Retro Sports Gamer Channel. I'm Tim Kittredge from NBA Jam and Mutant Football League, NFL Blitz, and a few other games. Boom shakalaka! Kaboom! Let's go!
All right, what's up, everyone? We're back to play some more retro sports games. And tonight, I'm going to play some NBA Inside Drive 2004. This was an exclusive series to the Xbox. 3 of these were made on the Xbox: NBA Inside Drive 2002, 2003, and 2004. This is the last of the versions. You're not hearing really too much sound right now. I turned off the music due to copyright issues, potential for YouTube. So we're going to play this game tonight because we had a little debate on the Discord about what the top 10 basketball games were, and Buddy DPS said that Tecmo NBA Basketball on NES was top 10, and I said that was one of the best games on the NES, but not close to a top 10 basketball game. So one of the more underrated basketball series, I believe, is this NBA Inside Drive. If you didn't play it, it was only 3 games, but it really is a great series, and I'll explain why as I go through and play this game. Another thing, if you want to follow these streams live, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and then you will get alerted that these go live. In the past, we had YouTube Gaming doing that, but we don't have YouTube Gaming anymore, so you have to do it directly from the YouTube channel. So I am going to share this really quick on the Discord before I get started with the game, but you're in for a good one. In this era, I would rate this my favorite, but most would probably say the 2K series or ESPN basketball, which I can't blame anyone for that. Those were both great series, or even though they changed names, but the 2K series is probably everyone's favorite since the Dreamcast. What's up, Antonio Wilson? How's it going? So I'm going to hop right in. Well, let's see what the skill level's at. Been a little bit since I played one of these games. Last time I played it, I believe it was the 2002 game with Vince Carter on the cover. I'll play on All-Star. So here's the game. NBA Inside Drive 2004. You see the cover down there below. This one has Shaq on the cover. Shaq was on the cover. Quite a few video games. Another one of mine that's a favorite is NBA Showtime. But he's on the cover of this as well. Oh, don't worry about that. Tim, Tom, it's close enough. At least you didn't call me Jeff or something like that. I'll be the home team. Let's see who we got here. I might go with the Bulls just because that's my hometown team and I want to see who is on the team in this era. And actually, they're not that bad. So it looks like you had the Nets. This was their finals years. Probably don't want to go up against them. Too high-powered. Lakers up there. Kings, Knicks. Hornets look like they're pretty good. Celtics. We'll try to get someone even or a little bit better than the Bulls. The Knicks aren't better, huh? We'll go against the Pistons team. This might be, yeah, 2004. This is the Pistons team probably on the rise. I think it might have been the year they won the finals. So this should be a good matchup. What's up, Dragon Clutch? How you doing? Thanks for joining tonight. So it looks like I have Jamal Crawford at the point. So yeah, again, sorry that you're not hearing much with the sound. You have to, on these later games, you have to shut off this random music that they put. This game didn't have anything of note, but a lot of these games have music that someone owns the rights to, and what happens sometimes is the video just gets blocked if it's the wrong song. So the copyright owner could decide that they want anything that has that song blocked.
I've had it perfected for years and years, and I'm always right. But see, the unfortunate thing about this method is that it takes about 48 minutes, and I can't start it until the tip-off.
So the announcing's above average in this, but really this one, it's about the gameplay. And let's see what camera view it gives me first. I might have to change that up. I skipped the starting lineup. If there was one, there probably was. So I got Eddie Curry. In Eddie Curry's early years, he was actually pretty good. We gotta change these. I always play on how you would play if you were watching it on TV. So, in this, yeah, it's going to be broadcast.
The Pistons. Give me shelter.
So, in this era, did I like the N64 version, NBA Live? I did like it. I learned more about it, that it's different from the PlayStation 1. It's really just a rehash of the NBA Live 98 on PlayStation. But it looks sharper. Not as much music. Jalen Rose.
I think he was surprised.
So, just so you guys know, if you watch ESPN, this is Jalen Rose from Jalen and Jacoby. He did play on the Bulls for a little bit. I kind of forgot he played with Crawford and Eddie Curry.
He shovels it left. Cross court with a rock.
But when he was on the Bulls, he was always the best scorer. And we got Scottie Pippen too, so this is kind of where he ended his career, like his swan song on the Bulls. So this is kind of a fun roster, actually. You sent me a tweet last Sunday. What was it about? It's hard to keep track of tweets and all the different comments and ways people can contact you these days.
Deflected and stolen.
I think I remember it, but I lose track. So yeah, I would say the 2K series, graphically it looked better, but what I like about this game is you see that the guys will run an offense. See how he's setting the screen for him, Rose is coming around. This is the first game that I felt like did that well, where your guys were actually running plays. And this is 2004 version, so it's the most polished out of them. What's up, Adam? How's it going in the chat? Scottie Pip! At this point in his career, he was not throwing dunks down like that. But Scottie Pippen, one of the greatest 50 NBA players, as rated at that anniversary time. So as you can see, the guys have icons. You saw the lightning right there with Hamilton, the star power. So it just means Crawford's fast. This was one of the first NBA games to do this, and then NBA Live copied it because it was a good idea. And they're still doing that today with the 2K games. So Rose has got the lightning as well.
A shot. No dice. 2 minutes remaining.
And this is a high voltage software developed by them. Their company out of Illinois helped Midway port over some of their games to various systems. And I would say they did a great job with this. It all started on the PC. I had NBA Inside Drive 2000. And honestly, I got the Xbox late in its life, but this series was one of the reasons why.
Calls his own number and fires. Rims off.
So getting a little wild with those.
He's heading south. He sees the igloo. He's headed toward the pole.
Hamilton brings it up the floor. A high
And
lifter
Detroit's
for
got the
15.
lead. Oh yes, I remember that tweet.
Rome's right, ball set
How he
free.
fixed the gold edition to work on MAME. Yeah, I always, when I used to mess around with the emulators more,
Cocks and
I'm
fires.
getting some bad shots
Misses
here.
it.
You know, a game like NBA Showtime would never work. It just, the computer wasn't powerful enough, or the graphics
To
chip.
Pippen.
And I'm glad someone got it working, but as you can see behind me, I have the
Fires off
cabinet
the J. Off the mark.
Blitz and
Pulled in.
Showtime, so
We've got just under 1 minute
it's
to
not
go
as
in the
much
third
of a
period.
need for me to
The
play it on
Pistons
MAME.
lead by 4. Lobs it Purloin.
But yeah, when talking about the best
Pass to
NBA
Rose.
games of all time, top 10,
Oh, and Matilda, what a slammer.
I'll show that link so everyone can see it.
Brings it up the court.
Well, I do think 2004 is better than 2002. Honestly, I haven't played 2003 in so long of this series that I can't tell you because I don't have it. But this one's definitely a little bit more polished
30
than
seconds left in the
2002.
first quarter. The Pistons lead
Daniel
by 4.
Marshall,
The
man, we
two-handed
got
gripper.
some talent on this
When he
Bulls
dunks
team.
like that,
Now I
it's
can
like
see why
the
they're
basket is
81
under attack.
overall.
And all they can do is surrender.
Just put up the white flag.
To Wallace.
So they got Mehmet Okur,
Pass to right wing.
Tayshaun, yeah.
Hoists a 15-footer. And
And
he
they're not missing.
He puts up a 3.
I hit the wrong button
Off
there.
the mark.
You know, he looked good taking that shot. Nah, I'm not so sure what
Yeah, of
happened
course
with
NBA
that.
Showtime is a good game.
Here's a shot.
See, the thing about NBA Showtime is it had lasting power in arcades because it was the last of the series that came out as an arcade. So I remember it hanging around pretty much throughout all my high school years because it hung around in arcades of like 2004, 2005, and even some later because, you know, there just was no more arcade cabinets to buy. And, you know, at the time, businesses saw it as dying because the console versions of games clearly caught up. NBA Fox on PS1? I don't remember that game at all. What's the actual title of the game? So I still got Chandler, Pfizer, Kendall Gill, Heinrich, Lonnie Baxter, and I forgot. I know who this is. Mason. Roger Mason. But yeah, this has got some talent. Still got Eddie Robinson. That was a bad signing for the Bulls. Let's see. Can I turn auto subs off? Yeah, I'm gonna put those on manual because I like this Bulls team here. Let's get Curry out and bring in Chandler. So yeah, Chandler and Curry, the Bulls got them the same year, both out of high school. Honestly, it looked like Curry was the better player on the Bulls. Definitely offensively, but Tyson Chandler's the one who had the long career and was an NBA champion with the Mavericks. Defense switches well.
He'll try to lay it up. Fails to connect. Out wide. Elevates. No good.
Daniel Marshall having a tough time scoring. I think you like the PS1 version of Live 99 even more, in my opinion. You know, I did look at it, and I will admit, graphically, it does look better than NBA Live 98. Like, they made the numbers bigger on the player jerseys, and they look clearer. It does look, it definitely looks better than NBA Live 2000. I remember playing it at my friend's house back in the day. His name was Joe McCullough. He lived down the block. But I really wasn't into it because it didn't have the rookies. There we go. Blow by Jamal Crawford. So Jamal Crawford is one of the few players of all time that has scored 50 points on 4 different franchises. He actually did it this year with the Suns, which is shocking because he's an older player now. But yeah, he had one for the Bulls, for the Warriors, and one other team. I forget if it was the Knicks. I don't think he had it on Clippers or Hawks.
Phoenix rising. Good.
If he doesn't have one already, he needs one of those dogs.
So what do you guys think of this game? What do you think of the pace, how it looks, how it plays?
Detroit up by 4. Lays it up. It's off. Players that lead
the commentary.
and rebounds in the same year.
Like, one thing I'll admit, like, the rim and the net don't look too impressive. I'm telling you, playing it. Oh, there we go. A little behind the back action.
On the right wing. Interception.
That was just a pass that was going nowhere.
He passes left. Rifles up a shot. Fails to hit. Sura corrals the rebound. Sticks it.
The computer's kind of tough on All-Star, especially not playing in a while. Sometimes they go for the pump fakes, sometimes they don't.
Right side. Swipe by the D.
Another bad pass.
Two-handed thunder.
You want your big men to get high percentage shots. Well, they don't get any higher than that.
Oh man, Daniel Marshall's sucking.
Rebound, Detroit. Wham jam, baby.
It's time to call a timeout.
Textbook penetration and a textbook.
All right. Yeah, Daniel Marshall's not doing it. Marcus Fizer didn't really pan out for the Bulls. He was a high draft pick. And they had all kinds of guys on this team. I forgot to put Will in that previous comment about NBA Live. Oh, yes. How come I'm not playing with Vince Carter? I wanted to see who the Bulls had on this team. I know the last time I played this game, I was playing with the Raptors and Vince Carter.
They play it in. Brings it out, wing right.
Captain Kirk.
Shovels it right.
Fizer. There we go. And one. Marcus Fizer.
The defender better not look at his coach after committing a foul and letting the guy score. That's a one-way ticket to the doghouse.
Free throws aren't hard, but you gotta focus because you gotta hit the button twice to get those right. Definitely prefer this free throw shooting over some of the options on the 2K games.
He shoots from three-point range.
I have no chance if Lindsey Hunter's hitting those. But see, he's coming around screens. Like, your team will actually run an offense. See? Jalen Rose setting the screen. Heinrich cutting down the middle.
Feeds it inside. Takes the shot.
And Heinrich shooting in the tower, between the towers, doesn't make it happen. You want to see me play at the Supersonics?
Feeds it back outside.
That would be fun. They probably have Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis in this game. Backing up. Come on. We could do this.
Bumps right.
I definitely have a mismatch here.
Fires a shot. Dead solid. Perfect. Up into the front court center.
Honestly, this Bulls team has pretty solid talent.
Tosses a three. Can't connect.
Could have been 3 points. Now, just
see, a double tap the button.
Jumps down.
Oh, come on, Kendall Gill.
Gets it jab free.
Darko Milicic, one of the busts in the NBA draft. First pick. So you think 2004 has better graphics? Alright. We got to put Crawford back in. Pippen, they rate him high in this. Put Curry in and Chandler together. So this is going to give me my best lineup and see if I can make a run in the third quarter.
While the players rested up during the break, Akemi Takei was working the story. What do you have for us, Akemi?
The Pistons coach said he couldn't have asked for more at the halfway point. His team has a solid lead, but this is a league of streaks, and he said he's going to warn his players against getting complacent. Second, the Bulls are certainly still in this game, but a few
Called the timeout. I was trying to call for a screen. I guess it's not that button in this game.
They can't match their opponent basket for basket and hope to win. They need to come out aggressively, force mistakes, and limit
There we go, Jalen Rose.
Back to you, Kevin.
Akemi Takei.
That's a terrific move. He saw the
Jalen Rose on his podcast talks about how he didn't play much defense and wasn't very good at it. And he, of course, was on the Raptors team that gave up 81 points to Kobe Bryant. And that's a common topic on the show. I think he was talking about, I listened to one this week, about him trying to get on Kobe's statue at the Staples Center. Of course, Kobe scoring 81 on him. There we go. Oh, come on. Green Magic in the chat saying play double dribble next. Oh, that would be tough. Double dribble is a great game in an era. That I will admit. I know why people like that game. Just slightly before my time liking basketball games. It's named after a violation in the sport, which is interesting. There's a jump ball at every quarter. Now, there's nothing wrong with changing the rules of basketball. Of course, NBA Jam has done it. They created On Fire 2-on-2. NBA Ballers 1-on-1. You could do that sort of thing. But man, double dribble, and then there's like that three-point glitch where you can basically hit a three-pointer every time.
In the twine.
At a certain spot. That's not a game for me.
Runaway ball.
That's 5 steals tonight for the Pistons.
I actually have a few more random
Long Jimmy.
basketball games on the NES. All Pro Basketball. That's not a well-known one. Magic Johnson's Fast Break. Honestly, some of these other ones, even though they're not very good either, I would prefer them over double dribble. Okay.
He's got 8 points. He bought himself
Fab 5 is one of the best college basketball teams. Oh yeah, with Jalen Rose, Chris Webber, Juwan Howard.
Skips it to the right. He puts it on the floor.
Steele, Crawford, Tomahawk.
A windmill jam, baby. He's got 8 points. Sprinting to midcourt.
And this is one of those games I wouldn't mind playing a tournament in. It's really easy to pick up.
Look out, Ben Wallace coming through.
Don't worry, Tom. I'll do vids of double dribble and Bill Laimbeer college basketball.
How many are there?
Probably 5.
That'll be fun. I actually have Bill Laimbeer's combat basketball.
Just so he could shatter them.
The rock is up for grabs. Let's one fly.
Can't get on.
No go.
Here we go, Chandler.
Oh, mama, look out.
I can't get the three-point shot falling.
Doesn't get blocked, then the stuff at home.
He brings it up. For 3 points.
And they got it.
Phillips, Hamilton. Both
They got it
players a double.
stroking. So I'm gonna call a timeout here. Get the subs in. Should I do a sweep of the whole lineup? Yeah, I think I will. Heinrich, Kendall Gill, put Eddie Robinson. Yeah, I guess so. Daniel Marshall. Daniel Marshall was tall. And Pfizer. It's not a bad lineup. I'm comfortable with
They
it.
take the full
You
TO.
played live 2004? Yes, but not in a while. Probably have it sitting down here in one of the bins.
Left hand dribble.
The one I played the most was the one with Carmelo Anthony on the cover. Forget if it's 04 or 05.
Throws it up court. Discharges a shot in the pocket.
They're hitting
He's
7
a
shots in a
bonafide
row.
superstar tonight. Passes up court. Sideline right.
Oh, we got to steal.
In the paint.
We get 3 seconds.
Slapped away. Cross court. Shot. Misfire.
Marcus Fizer dominating in the paint. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. 2005. Lindsey Hunter backing down Heinrich.
Tail between your legs.
Here we go. Y'all missed a shot.
Marshall snares the rebound. Underneath.
Eddie Robinson having an impact on this game. So this must be one of the years where they were kind of stuck with them. But believe it or not, there was a year where he was looked at as going to be one of their best players.
Picks it off. Flings it up. No point.
If they would have made that one, it would have been game.
Pistons by 10.
I'm going to leave these guys in for a little bit.
Start of the fourth quarter. The Pistons with the ball. Hunter down the left side. Shovels it left.
Bob Sir, here's my chance
Sideline left.
to make some ground.
Turnaround Hopper. It's off. Finds. Knocked away.
Yeah, you don't want to repeatedly tap A when you're passing because it will do a double pass.
No. Lets it loose. Card accepted.
You should play that one on stream only if you want to, though. Okay, I'll see see what the others in the chat are feeling after this game, which right now is looking like it could be a loss. It definitely helps to have a guy that can have some speed. So I'm struggling to get open.
Freight train coming through.
Well, you kids watching at home, that's how you throw it down in traffic.
But yeah, the original Xbox was a sports game powerhouse.
He lays it up.
And at this time, so PlayStation had shootouts still. Nintendo made Kobe Bryant's NBA Courtside. And then Xbox had this series on the Xbox, and honestly, this one was the best one out of the exclusive sports games.
He's got 8 points.
I should have played 5-minute quarters now that I'm playing through this game. Lonnie Baxter's not getting a call. Where's Jalen Rose? There he is.
Thank you. The Bulls are running out of time in this game. Rome's left
Gotta
side.
call a timeout to get these guys in the game.
They bring it in. Doesn't go. Up court.
I just don't think it's going to happen for me in this one.
Skips it left. Long J. Zilch.
17
Defense is there on that one, forced them to miss.
To Pippen. He'll pop it.
Pippen with the runner. Wasn't his shot.
Throws the alley-oop. Wow.
Whew.
Wall Snags the rebound. Ben Wallace doesn't
Ben
get
Wallace,
a lot
no
of plays
joke.
run through it. I would venture to say none in some games, but he still finds a way to get his points.
Maybe shot a little too high in the first game playing on All-Star against the eventual NBA champion Pistons.
Did he penetrate the defense? He went the extra mile and finished it off with the impressive jam.
Sends it past the top of the key.
But most people now in the top 10 NBA games, they would have multiple NBA 2K games up there.
He fires a three. Won't go.
Terrible percentage from the field tonight. Almost nothing is
NBA Live has made attempts at making games here and there the last 10 years, but they're really not as good as those.
Swings it over to the left wing. Will it go? No good.
Man, that was like a
What year did the PlayStation 3,
when you missed one of those?
The lead is now 8.
Xbox 360, when did those come out? Because that's kind of where I feel like retro starts. Because by the time you got those systems, the graphics were pretty superb, and they've improved a bunch since, but it's more like the textures, not really what they can do. I want to say it was like 2005 when that happened, 2006. So that's kind of where I stopped playing as much with the sports games before coming back. Basketball Classics, you cannot forget about that. Basketball Classics, just so you know, guys, it's a Steam game made by a development team from Utah called Namo Gamo, and it's inspired by what they thought Tecmo NBA basketball should be, with Tecmo Super Bowl elements. It is a really fun game. Graphically, it's 8-bit style, so you're not going to get any Xbox-like graphics, but it is a really fun game.
On the wing.
Like, I told those guys that if it, let's say they developed that for, and that was Tecmo NBA basketball on the NES, like, people would be talking about it as an all-time classic. So there's gameplay there. It's just a matter of getting people to play a game that's 8-bit style these days. What do I think about 2K these days? I mean, it's still the best NBA game out there. It's not something I despise like Madden. It's actually, they do a lot of extra stuff within the game. I know people give it a hard time because of all the microtransactions in the game. Yeah, that's a 10-point loss, but I mean, the game looks great. It's got a ton of features. My biggest thing about 2K, at some point, it just felt like the players moved really laggy on the court. Like, everything that happens is like a few split seconds later than you're pressing it, like moving the guy back and forth. And I just don't like that. I like very responsive controls, to the point where you can make the guy like jitter on the court from pressing the joystick. Like, that's the kind of controls I like. In NBA 2K, if you move right, you gotta kind of wait for your guy to move right, and then after that animation is over, then you can move left. So the control's a little funky. You gotta get used to it. There is a lot of story mode. I don't need all that. I agree, but it's nice that they have that feature. So what do you guys want to see? You want to see another one of this, as Antonio Wilson suggested? Maybe NBA Live 2005, or I could play one of the ESPN 2K5 series I've been doing. Yes, I've been hearing a lot about Axis Football. It will be a good change of pace. Is that the one that's coming out with the CFL rosters? Barkley. I don't think Barkley's in this game. Let's see who is in this game. So they have stars, speed. Wesley Person, he's got the shooting. Adam just wants to see the Sonics. Eddie Jones got the sharpshooting. So I didn't go overboard with it to the point where you don't know what the icons are, because that's kind of the issue that some of these games have now. It's like they have icons, but there's so many of them. You're like, what does that even mean? But yeah, those look like the only three. I thought there was a shot blocking one, but I might be thinking of NBA Live that had that one. Shut Up and Jam. I don't have Barkley Shut Up and Jam, actually. There was a prototype version that was going to come out for the Atari Jaguar, where the graphics actually look a lot better than the Super Nintendo game. And someone released a card of it. It was something you could buy off eBay for a while. I don't know if it still is. But that would be an interesting one to play. I've almost bought it at some point. Alright, so I think the easiest transition would be for me to play another one of these with the Supersonics, since there doesn't seem to be a general consensus. And I would hate to go out on a loss. So I'm going to play Sonics, and I'm going to play against a team that might be a little bit lesser this time. Let's see, is there an interesting team? Well, we got Green Magic in the chat. Maybe I should stomp his Bucks real quick. And we'll give you the Supersonics home floor. We'll play 5 minutes. Stomp my Bucks. We're gonna try. Based off that last performance, didn't look like that's what was gonna happen. Ray Allen's got the sharpshooting. You got the up, so the up arrow, I guess that just means that the guy's doing better than last year.
Here in Seattle, Washington. What can we look forward to seeing tonight, MJ?
Kevin, the weather outside is nasty.
I'm not going to skip it just in case we get a starting lineup here.
And you can tell that the fans, you know, they're just not as keyed up as they usually are, and I don't blame them. I mean, as a player, it's no fun to play in front of the soggy bottom crowd. I mean, these guys have got to get the crowd.
Sonics are a lot better than the Bucks in this, but the Bucks actually had a better record the year before.
The Seattle Sonics would like to welcome you to tonight's game. Please be advised.
They just call them the Seattle Sonics. They don't even call them the Supersonics. It is a bummer that the Supersonics don't have a team anymore. They were a beloved NBA franchise by people across the nation. I know me as a young NBA fan, I loved the Sonics. I mean, Sean Kemp was the first jersey I ever had in any sport. He was that electrifying as an athlete to me. And then later I liked Gary Payton, and you know, I was happy to see them in the finals versus the Bulls. But ultimately they weren't as good as the Bulls. Here we go. Supersonics. Green Magic, what did you think of that Bucks starting lineup? Let's type in the title for this one.
Starting at center, 7'1", from Florida.
Oh, Jerome James, he was just a big dude.
Starting at forward, from Elite Elsa Kai.
There we go.
And starting at guard, 6'5" from Connecticut.
Tim Thomas was your guy. Oh, you got his autograph in person. That's cool. Yeah, I liked Tim Thomas. I mean, he never panned out to be the superstar everyone thought he was going to be, but he was a good player. He was on the Bulls for a little bit, too. I gotta change this again. Broadcast. Get these auto subs off. Come on. See, they made it really easy to do this stuff and quick in past games. Now it seems like a chore just to sub your rosters out. Tony Kukoc off the bench. Yeah, that would be nice. 6-man action. The Key West Arena. Jerome James.
Allen clears the glass.
Oh, we got Brent Berry. Yeah, in his prime, Brent Berry.
Poke loose.
Throwing it down.
Jam. Let's go to the tape.
Desmond Mason. We got two guys who's won the dunk contest before. Brent Berry, Desmond Mason.
Beats it inside.
Desmond Mason was actually on the
Long
Sonics.
jumper. It's off. Radmanovic grabs
I
it
think
off
he
the
was
iron.
part of the Ray Allen trade, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of see why this Sonics team wasn't great. I mean, they have Allen and Rashard Lewis, which are two
Cross court.
great players, but the rest of the starting lineup, like Brent Berry's very solid, but Jerome James, Radmanovic was a scorer, but not much on defense.
For not hitting that shot, but he did his job by getting to the line. Now, if he misses the freebie, then he can start feeling better.
On the money.
I want to see if I got anything anybody that's worth anything on this bench.
2 for 2 there.
Okay, we got Nick Collison, who stayed with the team for a long time, even through the Thunder. Antonio Daniels with the speed. Luke Ridenour. Calvin Booth. I don't know who this is. Joseph Forte, he was in North Carolina. He got horrible ratings in this. He never really did much. And Moore, I don't know his first name. So yeah, not that great.
Poked away. Now run with a basketball.
Ford with the steal. We can't be giving up buckets like that.
Count it.
Those are the little things that can
Pippen
change
got
the
drafted by the
outcome.
Supersonics.
Lost the turnover and
Yeah.
converted on the
Draft.
offensive end. That's a big swing.
Draft day trade. You know,
Rome's right side.
the Bulls
And jams it with a right
team in the 90s that won 6 championships, it didn't end well, but I have to say, management, Jerry Krause, he made some key draft picks that elevated that team. If you can remember, the Bulls had prime Tony Kukoc coming off the bench in his prime. He would have been starting easily on any other team. Jerry Krause drafted Tony Kukoc in the 2nd round years previous to him ever playing in the NBA. And that was just incredible foresight. And that was really before guys were coming over in droves from Europe to play in the NBA, but man, that was a clutch pickup.
The Bucks bring it up.
Any thoughts on the Rockets? You mean the Rockets that lost yesterday?
Wham, jam.
Great job of forcing his way in and arriving.
I never really saw them winning the series. And even when Durant went down,
Right hand dribble. Pulls up for the J.
I didn't think they would win the
I
series.
guarantee you he thinks he should have made that bucket, but you can't
They're
fault
just
a guy for getting to
the
line.
lineups they put out there are undersized. Besides when Clint Capella's out there, not good at these free throws. And Harden could score. They honestly, a lot of guys didn't play bad, but like Eric Gordon really didn't do anything.
Misses both. That'll drive
These
a
free
coach
throws are
crazy.
tough. I needed to go a little bit slower. And Curry, he just hit crazy shots in the second half.
Shoots the three. Target missed. Rebound.
But that's how Curry is. I mean, he shoots shots from deep in people's faces that you would say is a bad shot for most people, but when he's hot, he'll hit those and
Too bad.
he can beat you single-handedly.
But the other team comes away with it.
Klay Thompson played well.
In the paint.
They alter the way they play a little bit and defer when Durant's playing with them, because Durant's arguably the best player in the NBA right now.
One guy on the floor that won't
What's up, Infamous Smoke?
Big scorers think they can make every shot.
What happened against the Pistons?
Sends one up, and
Smoked.
away.
It's
The
not
Bucks
going for
take
me
a
too well in
6-point
this one
lead.
either. Felt like the Bulls were better than the
Swipe by the
Sonics.
D.
It is kind of easy to turn the ball over in this, both passing and just
Threads
getting the
needle
ball
with
stripped.
Stewart.
There are a lot of teams in this league that would love to have a guy who can rebound like this. There just aren't enough players willing to get black and blue fighting for a ball.
Goose
There we
egg.
go.
Throws it down
Easy
court.
bucket.
I
Needed
just
that.
saw a man fly.
There's no dancing involved when the big men throw down.
Well, Kenny,
But,
I'd have to
you
give
know,
them about
this
a
thing
3
where
for the artistic portion, but there's no doubt
Durant goes down and everyone's like, oh, the Warriors bench, they can't hang. Like, no, these guys were drafted into the NBA. They're playing, it's just, you have to accept your role in the NBA. Like, everyone's talented in the NBA. It's just, when your number's called, are you going to perform? And, you know, some of these guys on the Warriors are young, athletic guys, and, you know, Bell, Looney, Cook played some. He didn't play great offensively, but I mean, these guys can play. All they need to do is just have an opportunity. You get young bodies out there, they're going to do something.
So hot. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Dribble.
Let's hit a fade.
A fling.
No. Allen not shooting well.
Discovers.
Good rebound.
0-3.
He really goes after
Allen
the
got traded to
basketball.
Sonics with Ron Murray, Kevin Ollie, first round draft pick. The city's pride
From the field.
for Gary Payton and Desmond Mason.
On the dribble.
I thought he was part of that trade.
Let's
There
one
we
go.
go.
Ring it up. Get me
I
some
normally
video
play
on
really
that.
well in basketball games. I was surprised you lost. Been watching for a bit. Yeah.
Shot from the length of the court.
I mean, they didn't miss.
At the end of one, the Bucks lead 14.
I'm playing on All-Star. I do better when I have a superstar on the team. Here I have Allen, but he's not really blowing by guys. But we'll see if we can get him going for 3. From 3. Jerome James needs a rest, but yeah, this bench is rough. I'm gonna bring Antonio Daniels in for some speed, and then I guess I'll bring in Collison. At least I got 3 guys that are threats. Yeah, Desmond Mason, I believe he won a dunk contest. He was a great athlete. He wasn't like a volume scorer though. You know? I think his best years he averaged about 10, 12 points a game.
Out wide, right side. 8-footer. Misfire.
This game is hard to shoot, in your opinion. Yeah, I haven't really gotten it down
It's
yet
up.
tonight.
Mason is in double
I'd rather
figures
have the
tonight.
Blazers play the Warriors or the Nuggets. I would rather have the Nuggets. I think would be a better series. I know Damian Lillard's been killing it, McCollum, but
Not the intended receiver.
I don't think
He brings it down the left side.
They're down low players.
And slams it home.
I mean, Cantor's a good scorer. I just don't think they'll be able to hang with the Warriors overall. But it would be a good series if Durant's out the whole series. I mean, I could go either way. I just think I like watching Jokic play, and the Warriors aren't going to have much for him. They got some big bodies, the Warriors.
Misses the free throw.
Yeah. All they have to do is foul me whole game, and I'll lose. Gotta see Ray Allen get fouled, so then maybe his meter will be slow.
Turnaround jumper. Good.
Field goal.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know what you meant. I normally do play well at basketball games, but yeah, this one's tough. And pump fake works sometimes. Yeah, Jokic, I mean, he's not an athletic guy. He's just so crafty and skilled. And he's a monster, yeah. He just fills up the score sheet. He throws passes like that. Oh, I double tap, see.
Much less over more.
Launches a three. Controls it. Cox. He misses it.
You ain't kidding about hard to shoot.
Swings it ahead. Lays it up. Down it goes. The Bucks now lead by 8. Ball set free.
Doing a little too much. Collison, that's how Collison looks.
Takes a shot. No good.
Had the shot, just didn't go in.
Whew, the
I think
Bucks.
he just broke 7 laws of gravity, Kenny.
How many are there?
Probably
Jokic
5,
has
I
a
think,
Duncan
but,
type game, nothing
he was out
flashy,
there, he
just a
just
baller.
invent new ones,
Yeah,
just so he
yeah,
could
that's a
stand
good comparison.
Out wide,
Just
right side.
very fundamental. The only thing I'll say about Jokic is he's a more flashy passer than Duncan ever was. I mean, Duncan was a good passer too, but every once in a while he will throw some. Jokic throws some pretty incredible passes and risky ones. I've seen him throw it through guys' legs. As the center position, you don't see that too often.
Pass to right wing. Jumper. Missed the shot.
Antonio Daniels, all right, making a little run.
Lift it down, baby.
The guard just ventured where the big guys roam, and he wasn't intimidated. He just rose up and he threw it down.
Slings it right.
Michael Redd. I like this Bucks team. Michael Redd was good for a few years, but injuries just
Stolen away.
ended his. He basically was a superstar for a couple years. He averaged like 27 points, over 27 points a game one year. And then he got injured. He never really got back to that level. But I think Michael Redd was a second-round draft pick too, from Ohio State.
He's 4 for 4 from the field. The Bucks bring it up.
So it's like the Bucks lost Ray Allen, but Redd picked up right where he left off.
If I had $1 for every shot he missed since his last bucket, well, I have $3, and that's enough to buy one of those jumbo pressures.
Strickland brings it in sideline left. Sideline right. Rises. Expunged.
Booth is really playing some defense.
That belongs to Milwaukee. They bring the ball in. Outside.
You will be our contestants in the halftime free throw contest.
See, the thing about playing this game and losing, like,
Follow a jump shot.
I feel like it's a good challenge. Like, I'm not mad about losing,
A different universe,
like
a
some
different
other
dimension.
games. I wish I could shoot a little bit better, but maybe that's just my issue. Oh.
Out of bounds. That belongs to Milwaukee.
Possession, Milwaukee.
Up the center of the floor. Out wide, right side.
Since I'm playing 5-minute quarters here, I'll have a little bit more time to try to come back in this one.
Fires it. Picks it off. Fires. Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, if
Pulled
it's
in.
not a layup, I'm having really trouble.
Fires a three. Yikes.
Maybe if the coach asked him like real nice, like, you know, maybe he'll stop heaving up those bricks from three-point range.
I really
Skips it to
don't
the left.
remember it being this hard to shoot.
Jumper on the way. No go. The Sonics are on the break.
There we go. That was a good
Wham,
pass.
slam.
When there's
This
people
game is hard to
around,
shoot
there's
on.
no
I
better
played
way
this
to make
Wednesday
sure
night
your
with my
shot
buddy.
doesn't get blocked
Okay.
than to stuff
I mean, I believe you. You're seeing it live right now. Is Shrimp on this game?
Lost the ball.
Why didn't you stream the game with you and your
Open
buddy
three.
playing? That would be fun to
He
see.
misses. He horses it up from in close. Nixed it. Long ball down court. At halftime, the Bucks lead 28 to 22.
I think Shrimp was retired by this time. I'm gonna go with, I liked Booth in there, who's active. I'm gonna go with one of those modern NBA lineups. So I'm gonna put in Lewis at power forward, which he played a lot of. Because he was like 6'10". Maybe Ray Allen can get a little bit better advantage at small forward on who's ever guarding him. Michael Redd was an all-star in 03-04 season. Bucks didn't have another all-star for 13 years. Wow, that's a drought. Yeah, sometimes it's tough to make time to get on and do a stream, but you gotta do it. Now that I have another computer to use, I should be streaming a lot
They
more.
were able to build a little lead for themselves. Now it's all about extending it. One other interesting note is the Sonics didn't do a good job of getting to the free throw line in the first half. They're behind.
And I have a
they
lot
used
more
some
sports
cheap points
games to
at this
play.
stage, and there's no easier way to get them than at the free throw line. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Akemi.
That
Clings it.
was
Wouldn't go.
easy
Ball
shot.
brought down. Non-shooting foul. His first foul.
That's his first personal.
Swoop. Censored.
Having some success on defense when they drive to the hole.
Sideline left. Slings it left. Takes a chance.
He was open there and
Defensive
he hit it.
breakdown, guys. A guy should never get that open.
I guess I gotta just be more patient on offense and not force it.
Ball slips out. Lets it loose.
And then they score that.
baby.
Bucks trade Ray Allen, or did he leave in free agency? Just scroll up higher in the chat. Green Magic
Just over
answered that.
midcourt.
He gave you the full draft details. I just remembered
Rifles up a shot.
Desmond Mason
Rims
being
off.
involved
Smith
in the
with his
trade
third
for Ray
rebound.
Allen. But these two teams actually traded.
Brings it up the court. Kick out pass. Lets loose with a three-pointer. No points. Fires. Misses.
Oh,
That will not bother him. He's one of the best in the league
he
from out
was
there.
guarded
and he
there, though.
probably knows it.
The defense recovers quickly in this.
Shot. No.
Kenny, you got a jacket, man. He's missed so many shots in a
See,
row
the
now,
Bucks are
I'm
not
starting to
hitting
feel
like the
chills.
Pistons were
The
last
lead is
game.
now 4.
Not another
Again
excuse
and
for
again
my
and again. I can't get
NCAA
enough.
06 game I scratched. Won't read, so that series is over until I get another copy. I have it on Xbox,
We'll
so
bring
I
it
guess
ahead.
I could start over. Yeah, that's a bummer when
Driving
you
to the
start
hole.
something, you want to finish
I'm
it,
not
and
sure
then
why they just didn't
something
foul
like
him
that
hard.
happens.
He's invading your turf, coming in
I
like
started
that.
an NBA Inside Drive
3 minutes to go in the third
You
period.
gotta hit that from
Slings it
very
up. Doesn't go.
season, and
Guys,
early on,
this is not exactly what you call
I
sharp
forgot to
shooting.
save a few
Your
games,
shooting
and
percentage is right
I
around the
lost
40s,
motivation.
which won't put any medals on your chest.
Whoa. Sometimes I get a little bit
He
worried
fires
about some
from
of these
17.
passes.
Can't get it to fall.
That's 3 straight misses. He's struggling right now.
Outside. Ascends. And in.
It just seems like, even the last game, like I'm just destined to be down by like 10 points.
Third period. We'll shoot 1 free throw. Easy points right there.
How defense comes.
Driving left side.
Oh man.
Things could be worse. He could have fallen on his head.
Got him on the pump fake, but then
dribble. Turn around hopper on target. He is 7 for 9 from the field.
Are you kidding me?
In the paint.
Okay.
Dunkalicious. Ray Allen with the slam.
I like that. I like to see guys push.
See, this game, even if my best players are tired, they gotta play the full game.
He has the hot hand tonight. Drives the boulevard of broken dreams to the glass. Catch it, baby.
Little wind around and one. Should keep the 2K5 series going for a few seasons. I cannot hit these for the life of me. At least I hit the rim on that one.
19 rebounds now for the Bucks.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I mean, I'm having fun playing that game.
Right wing goes up. Oh yeah.
One of the things I want to get back to though is also a variety. So I think I want to get, if I start something like that with a season, I'll have that running while I'm doing other things. I think one of the next things I want to do though is play NBA Street through, where you steal the players and go up the ladder, but maybe that'll be quick. So
from 17, Allen.
Finally hit a jumper with Ray Allen covered. High voltage software getting some advertising over there.
Serves it inside. Fires it. That gets you nothing.
Forbes is a total liability.
Oh my goodness.
I'd like to see him find the open man.
What is the address for the Cleveland tournament? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be at the same place as last year or what the deal is.
Ball played back on the court.
I'm guessing that the website might be live right now.
Hide the women and children.
TechmoCleveland.com.
He got all the way inside untouched and got the ball down.
Oh wow, this is getting bad. I need Vince Carter.
Hazlip bringing it in
I
sideline
need Air
right.
Canada to bail me out.
Throws it up court.
I'll just score 40 with them.
A two-handed
Win the game.
sledgehammer jam.
I wonder if he's a little dizzy after reaching that altitude and coming back down so hard.
Lets it fly. No dice. Rebound snared. 30 seconds remain in the third. The Bucks lead by 15. No!
We Scream Magic's like the Bucks winning.
He'll lay it up. Bullseye.
Shard Lewis shooting better.
Really enjoying himself.
50%.
Shooting over 50% from the field.
Across the half-court line. Marching down the left side.
It's not like I got any secret ringer on the bench. This is the best, one of the best lineups I can put out here.
Booth needs a breather. I'm sure they don't want to burn a timeout, but they also need some fresh legs out there.
He's running on fumes and just trying to coast it to the gas station before the engine quits.
Back in. Puts up a Jimmy.
Ray Allen hits another one.
The Bucks hold
I
serve.
could stream the game every 2 weeks or something. Yeah, if I could get on more regular, I could definitely see it happen. So how did the Tupa Bowl start? I had no idea Tupa was in Tecmo and had a tournament. Yeah, Tom Tupa's a backup quarterback on the Cardinals, and then he later was a punter in the NFL. But basically, Kevin Cabarello is the tournament organizer, and he's got a fun, loving, fun-going personality, and I think he just maybe thought it was cool or funny to name the tournament after Tom Tupa. Actually, I need more offense. So that's what it's named after, Tom Tupa, but it's a Tecmo Super Bowl tournament in Columbus, Ohio. It's one of the best in the country, one of the funnest. I recommend it for anyone. The venue he has it at too, it could be a huge tournament at some point if it keeps growing. I think he's already got a few more registered than last year.
Mason brings down the board. He'll pull up for the J and sinks it.
Just check TechmoCleveland.com. There's 7 possible tournaments that weekend. What do you mean by 7 possible tournaments? Like different games? Or what's the deal with that? No. Tupa has nothing to do with it. It's just named after him.
Sideline left. Flings up a three-pointer.
There you go. Getting the shooting down a little bit. I don't feel like I'm doing much different, but I think the game prefers a set shot a lot more than dribble, chuck a three.
All-around performance tonight. When the starters rest, the bench is filling in seamlessly.
Whips it from the holster and fires. He's got 17 points.
Starting to score with Allen. That would be great though if Tom Tupa can make an appearance.
Sights set on the hoop. He drives the lane.
He might be available somewhere.
He's got 10 points.
If anyone knows Tom Tupa's whereabouts, let us know. Let's get him at the Tecmo Columbus this year. Drinking beers and playing Tecmo. The good old American way.
1 minute into the fourth.
Beer, Tecmo, Tupa.
Will it go? Didn't want to fall. Handles it.
But I look, he did post the on TecmoBowl.org the players in the tournament. And man, it's a rough field. And Joey Gatz isn't even listed, and I think he might go to the tournament too. So these tournaments are not easy to win them with the quality players that show up. Pretty sure a plane ticket and $500 you can get Tupa. I'm sure.
Pops the shot. It's off. Rebound. Seattle. Non-shooting foul.
I mean, I'm sure the players love Tom Tupa, but they'd probably rather have that $500 in the prize pool. Just being honest.
Remember, fans, if you're having problems starting your vehicle after the game,
books it outside. Here's a shot. Hit it. Count the bucket.
So yeah, I'm getting smacked by the Bucks.
He'll get a shot to score 3 points on this possession the hard way. Dead on.
This is really motivating me for wanting to play one more with the Raptors and just seeing if I can win on All-Star. There's Kukoc. Man, they got him
Long Jimmy.
buried on the bench.
Brought down. Long lead pass. Puts up the rock. Goods delivered. He's got 19
My bad,
points.
6. Tecmo, Jam, TE, Smash Brothers, Ultimate. What the heck?
Backs. A throw.
He's gonna have Retro Game Gauntlet, Madden 19, and Fortnite.
Oh man, he gets a 10 for the effort,
Wow.
but he wasn't able to save the
Yeah,
possession.
he's going for all-encompassing tournament. Bring modern and retro together. It's not a bad idea. The only thing about Madden is I think EA Sports doesn't want people throwing live tournaments because of the Madden Championship Series, but hey, I'm not saying anything about that.
Fires over his defender. Rack up 2 points on the
Fortnite, I mean, that's going to bring a whole different clientele there. Like Madden 19, you probably see some fun, young football gamers, but Fortnite, I mean, it's just all-encompassing young person game. I have a few kids around the neighborhood. A couple of them, I talk to their dads. They're playing Fortnite. These 2 kids used to talk to each other. Now they don't talk to each other. They play Fortnite. Kid next door, I ask him about video games. He just asked me if I have Fortnite. He's younger. He's like probably 10 or something. Bucks busted out their big fat horns for this one.
Or he can lay it in as he pleases. It's the penetration that
Yeah, but the thing is, they have the monopoly on it, so Ray Allen's hot in the fourth. Too little, too late.
Passes left. Puts one up. Zilch. Tap back. Falls.
Man, that's a terrific follow. That's a good job of crashing the boards on the offensive end.
Wide open. Oh, I got sloppy again. Adams says he'll be there.
Brought back inbounds.
What hold you to it this year? Yeah, Tom Jenkins for Cleveland, he goes big.
Passes cross court. He shoots from three-point range.
I don't see a problem with bringing a whole different lines of community together as long as he's got the staff to support it.
He'll throw up the shot. He's got 27
Ray Allen has the last 17 points for the team.
Bumps into the box. Outside it comes. Loop. Stolen in the air.
I think I'm getting the hang of it a little bit. Get off of me.
Out wide left side.
And this little guy, TJ Ford.
Floats it from outside. Put it on the board. He's in the zone.
Just draining.
He'll pop it. Off. Lewis pulls down the rebound.
It's weird that I like to go back to Xbox sports games more than the PS2 ones. That's what I seem to be doing.
That's old school right there. See, there's nothing fancy about it. No showboating, dancing, just 2 points.
Here's the replay.
Yep, just couldn't crack that 10-point deficit.
Jumper from 3 world. Misses the mark. 5-footer.
5-footer Antonio
That's the
Davis.
ball game. Knowing MJ and Kenny like I do,
This is
I've no
changed
doubt
right
they
now.
have some thoughts on
Not
this one
even
to
playing
share.
around.
Guys,
Mason really made the difference with his hot shooting. The defense just didn't have an answer for him.
That's right, MJ. And another thing, Calvin Booth got between
Not
a number
going
of shots in
0-3.
the basket, collecting a bunch of blocks.
Having some
Even
random
with that, he goes home on the
tell me
losing
I suck
the
at this
final
game.
score in tonight's game is the Bucks win it, 65-55.
Sometimes you gotta warm up.
Desmond Mason.
Desmond Mason looks
He's
like
our player of the game.
18 points, and I had more points than that
This is
with Ray
Marcus
Allen in the
Johnson,
fourth quarter.
Kevin Calabro saying, join us again soon.
I don't care about achievements. 31 for Ray Allen. Yeah, I should have used Lewis more, but too much help on this team. All right, the only question is, who are the Raptors going to play against? We're still playing on All-Star. I'm not changing that. Raptors versus the Cavs got LeBron. Oh, I should use the Lakers. Lakers are fun. I'm not sure if you're telling me that I need the Lakers because they're so good. 99 overall. Yeah, they were stacked. I mean, what are you going to say? The Grizz, well, they were already Memphis by then. They just didn't change the logo. LeBron's on here. Okay. Well, let's play a young LeBron. Got the Junkyard Dog. I hope they're not telling me he's the best player on the team. Offense, get those. Oh yeah, Elvin Williams, Mo Pete, Junkyard, Antonio Davis. I love it. Lamont Murray come off the bench. Bosch. Antonio Davis, just the last old savvy vet on the team. Vince Carter just wasn't patient enough to let Chris Bosh develop. It could have been a 1-2 punch. I always think about, what if McGrady stayed with the Raptors? Or what if Vince Carter stayed with the Raptors and let Bosh develop? In here, I need a better computer so I could run MAME better. Yeah. Having a good computer is key. I mean, the one I just got is the Acer Nitro 5. It's pretty much the least I could have spent on a gaming PC. It was $679.99. I believe it was on sale. At Best Buy. So far, it's doing everything that I wanted it to do, and it will do more once I continue to innovate. At the beginning of this video, I threw a condensed version of the trailer of the channel up there. Did I see your previous comment? Is it okay to play on rookie to get easy wins? I mean, if that's what you want to do. See, I don't really like that sports games later on had skill levels. I liked when it was just one level and it's like, here, this is how you beat it. But pretty much all games, they adopted the skill level. It just depends on the game. Like, I feel like I should at least play on All-Star to feel like I'm doing something. If you get really good at it, then play on Superstar, whatever the top level is. But sometimes it gets like just cheap. But I don't think there's anything wrong with playing. Like, if you're gonna just want to play the game for fun and a little bit of a challenge, Veteran's good. I don't think I play any of the games on rookie.
Starting at forward, 6'7", from Michigan State,
Morris Peterson.
At forward, 6'9", from
Oh, the Junkyard Dog. The Junkyard Dog's in the Big Three. Yeah, I think he's a player, or he was at one point, or he's in there. The Big Three is the Ice Cube League, and it's around for its third year, and there's a lot of former NBA players. I just watched a little bit of the draft, and Greg Oden was actually one of the guys that was drafted. Here's Vince. Yeah, like Tecmo Super Bowl, there's no skill level.
Opening tip.
You just play versus what they give you. And you have to beat it. I mean, we're talking about early on sports games, they didn't have that. I mean, pretty much by the Super Nintendo Genesis era, most of them had it. Alright, I'm going to try to focus and win this game. I will keep answering the chat. I believe I could do both.
Cavaliers.
Oh my God. Right over.
What a jam. He'll take one free throw for the three-point play.
So LeBron has the speed.
The free throw's good. Lifted by
And
the
Darius
defense.
Miles. It's a pretty bad start.
Fires.
And they're just calling fouls on me.
Kicking himself for not hitting that shot. But he did his job by getting to the line. Now, if he misses the freebie, then he
Wow,
can start.
Ilgauskas is a star. I think he did make an All-Star game or two, so I guess I could see it, but some of the other guys who don't have the star, that's surprising.
He hit them both.
Okay. I got my work cut out for me already.
On the dribble. Hope free. Pulls the trigger.
There we go.
Nothing but net.
That is just a
You know, I gotta pause the game for a second. I need to know what the call for a pick button is, because I'm going to need that to get open every once in a while. I don't need to know the post moves or anything. Oh, wow. This instruction booklet is crispy. Lineups, hot, cold streaks. Yeah, Ray Allen, when he got hot, he was hitting everything. I don't need to know no shooting, jukes. Wow, they got all sorts of moves in this game. Okay. No, that's not what I'm asking. It's got passing on offense, jukes. And it doesn't really say. It's got post moves. The defense controls. Yeah. I really don't see it. Like, it's offenses. Shooting. There we go. Basic offense with the ball. Call for screens, the white button. Okay. That's good to know. And the black button's a lob pass. So, just a little tip if you're playing this game. Call for screens, a white button. Black buttons, lob pass. I haven't even used those buttons at all, but now I know. I think that's going to be key for me winning this game. If I can get Vince Carter off screens.
Cross court. He rifles a three. Nothing, honey. Williams snares the rebound.
Now you have to have size and you have to have heart to be a good rebounder like he is. But you also need the experience to know where to position yourself.
Oh,
Throws it up. Missed the short shot. James.
It's like they don't let the guards shoot hook shots. They just miss them every time.
Cross court. Taken by the defense. To Carter. Rome's right side. Rome's left side. From 12.
Kind of forced that one up.
That man could teach a course on poor decision making. He should have passed the basketball.
Davis brings it up the floor. Hook shot up.
Well, I don't know if Green Magic's still watching to answer that, but they play on the Sega Genesis in Cleveland.
Right hand dribble. Shoots from about
If I could just get these free throws down too, I can make up this gap that we're facing. That was the closest one I've had. Okay.
On the money.
Okay. That was off. Hey, we're getting somewhere. Junkyard, 5-5. Here we go. We got Junkyard playing the Dennis Rodman role. Mo Pete helping out. Ricky Davis.
Outside it comes. He'll cock. He'll fire. Missed.
We got All-Star Ogaskis just dunking on dudes.
Rewind the VCR. I gotta see that again. Whistle on the
LeBron.
Play. Their second team
I think they got LeBron at point guard. Maybe an Elvin Williams going at it.
Long Jimmy. Rims it
He
off.
was open. I had to shoot.
Snags the rebound. The Cavaliers bring it up. Trying to find the open man. Sets. Peterson corrals the rebound. He'll shoot for three.
There we go.
Good. Here's the tape on that baby.
Set shot, got his feet right. LeBron charging in. Oh wow, LeBron throwing behind the back.
Hooks. Score it.
We can't
Good
have
hook
Darius
shot
Miles
just drives
hitting
the
that.
defense crazy, man. There's not much a defender can do but just
That
sit
was
around
something.
and get frustrated.
Davis is doing something.
In the paint. Shoots from in close. Not a highlight reel dunk by Carter, but the Jimmy still counts for 2 points. Toronto up by 1.
2 minutes remaining.
Steal the ball, just leaving it out there.
Levitates. He misses it.
Pete.
4 rebounds now for the Raptors.
Out left.
Here we go. We got a lead in this one early.
Raptors beat by 3.
Wow, that's a bold statement. Super excited to win both
Skips it cross court.
in Toronto, Genesis and Super
Fires
Nintendo.
it cross court.
I'll double check to make sure I read that right.
Fires a shot. Far off.
Do that
Takes the
rebound.
shot in traffic. Goods delivered.
Oh, you just feel so good after dropping in a jump
We'll
shot
see.
like that.
We'll see about that.
Carter.
We're gonna have to test that out. Demon Tap, play some games. Oh, Antonio Davis turning back the clock.
Oh, that is a nice dunk by a real showman.
Hey, nobody loves a dunk more than me.
The Cavaliers bring it up. Motors through the lane.
Wow,
Down
LeBron
the hatch.
showing the
There
moves.
aren't many guys who can make a living on three-point shooting alone. So guards that can finish like that usually make it in this league.
Peterson
Right,
looking
Augustus.
for the
Get
open
out of
man.
Vince Carter's
Blocking
way.
foul call. Williams from the sideline.
Vince Carter is gonna play another year in the NBA, they say.
Driving right side. Score that baby.
He's the kind of guy that if you let him close, he will finish the deal. He's hard to stop once he gets inside.
Out
My
wide,
problem
left
all
side.
along is didn't have my NBA Inside Drive team.
Slams away with a two-handed crank.
The Raptors.
To the line and try to convert to a three-point play.
Triple whammy, Kevin. He picked up the foul, let the guy score anyway, and definitely landed in the coach's doghouse.
Easy money. Vince Carter
Around
slams it
everybody,
down with a
slam it
two-foot
down.
chair.
When a guard puts up a shot in the paint, he leaves himself open to the block. He eliminated
Ricky
that
Davis, they used to say, was a ball
by taking
hog.
it strong
Shoot a
all
lot.
the way
This
to
is
the
a
rack.
Cavs team with good young talent with Ilgauskas,
Slings the three.
but they didn't.
Rack 'em.
They
And
weren't
now for a little deja vu.
good until they
It's
got
that
rid
play
of
all
these
over
guys.
again.
Not Ilgauskas. Him and James were good together.
Up in the front court, right side. Puts it up. Ring it up.
Vince with 10 in the
Gets
first
basket
quarter.
and the
I'm telling
foul.
you.
He'll head to the line for one. Ay, caramba.
At least he's still hot. Oh no, he missed that free throw. He's not hot anymore.
Going for the bundle. No
Got a
points
lead
at
after
the
one.
end of It's the Raptors.
ESPN basketball, I actually pulled that one out here for the Xbox. I was thinking about playing it. It's been a while. I really forgot about it. I didn't have this game for PS2, only on Xbox.
Opening of the second. The
Can you
Raptors
see
with
about subbing? Carter's tired a little bit. Boss is pretty good. We'll give him some minutes. I mean, as long as these guys. I hate to take out Carter. I don't think I'm gonna do it.
the ball.
He's gonna have to tough it out. Call timeout.
Top side. Ascends. Zilch. Rebound grab.
We got Boozer in the game now. And the Cavs, they got some guys.
Dribbles it up the
with
court. With the ball on the point. Flings it. Center of the cup. Here's the
Wagner.
tape on that baby.
You know what? I haven't played it in so long. I kind of just forgot about it.
Sideline right. Left wing. Fires in traffic. Count the buckets.
I think there is a defense out there somewhere, but there
I
is no
haven't had too
evidence
much
to back
success
it up,
stealing
as
the
these
ball
guys are shooting
out
over
of
70%
the
of
dribbler's
speed.
hand.
Lob pass. Backs. He flings it from the hinterland. Scores! 8 lead changes now in
Wagner
this
is
game.
chucking up anything.
Sideline right. Gets one up in a traffic
Side of the backboard.
Side of the backboard.
Oh, and they're off to the races.
And he jams it home.
You know, Kenny, you'd think a guy would start to lose consciousness at that altitude.
I don't know, but I got dizzy just watching him throw that one down.
Call for a screen.
Sideline right.
I'm in trouble.
For 3
Oh,
points.
that was huge.
Bam, down it goes.
The
Needed that
Raptors are
one.
wearing the net out tonight, shooting over 60% as a team.
Passes cross court. He returns
Oh
the
my
favor
goodness.
with a 3. How about that? He's got 8 points.
Wagner's not missing.
Unloads a pass cross
Horse
court.
has got 2 threes.
Fires about 9 feet. No. Shoots from about 5. Slapped him.
Gotta at
His
least
second
make
foul.
some of these
He'll shoot 2.
in this game if I'm gonna win. What are my top 5 basketball games ever? Great question. I was way off.
Was that a pass?
Substitution.
They didn't even want to give me the second free throw because of that shot.
Owner of a desperately old Swedish station wagon.
All right, 1 and 2.
At least he got 1.
Um,
He's got 5 points.
Your vehicle. It has just been designated an EPA.
Well, if you're,
Ball
I'll
scored
just,
free.
yeah, I'll say it, not even council. Like NBA Jam Arcade is up there in the top 5. NBA Showtime, either Dreamcast or Arcade.
Fires from
NBA
10 feet.
Street is
Fails
up
to
there.
connect.
That's a mental lapse. He should have never taken
As
that
you can
shot.
see, the
And I'll
trend,
bet
I
he knew
like
before
the
he left his
arcade
hand.
sports
Way up
games the
high
best,
above the
the
arc.
basketball games.
Baseline right.
Just help defense.
Cash it up.
I would have to put NBA Hang Time up there as well.
That makes it a 1-point ball game.
Would I put a simulation sports game up there? Because all of them have been arcade.
Bremer takes it up court. Right wing.
I don't know. I don't know if I would.
Slings it across.
2 minutes remaining.
Shot. Off the rim it comes. Bosh clears the glass.
Trying to think what else I would put up there. There's 4 of them.
Roams right side. He'll shoot. No. Rebound. Toronto. To Carter. Fumbled.
Nice hustle, but they lose possession anyway.
I mean, it's hard not to choose like the current NBA 2K games,
He's an 80+
but
percentage guy for
I
me.
just don't like the
It's
way they
boring,
control.
Won't go.
40% is better than 0 the last few games.
Checking into the game. All fans are encouraged to use the restroom facilities during the upcoming halftime break. We're proud to be
Misses both. That'll drive a coach crazy.
the upgrade.
Kick out pass.
Chris Mim.
Squeezes off a 5-footer. Got it. He's 3 of 6 from the field. Ran over him. That's a foul. His first foul of the ball game.
We need these charging fouls. Wagner's been the story of the second quarter.
Flings it up. Double figures now for him.
Freaking bombs are
Let's
just
see it
hitting
again.
shots.
Dribbling. Turn around, Hopper. Oh, cash it in.
Can I get a notary? Somebody get me a notary because I want some certification of that pretty jump shot.
The Cavaliers lead by 3.
LeBron, he's really not shooting much.
He'll pop it. Swish.
Whew.
Come again? No, really.
And
Show it
scoring
to me
12.
again. On the right wing.
He's not giving it to Bosh. There we go.
Slams it home with 2 hands.
Your top 5, NBA Jam, NBA Street Volume 2, NBA Hang Time, NBA 2K11.
Nope.
Shut Up and Jam. Wait, Barkley Shut Up and Jam is in your top 5? That one I didn't see coming. The other ones, yeah, I mean,
the shot. A slap on the
The
wrist,
two,
and a foul was called.
I think a lot of people would have one of the 2K games in their top 5, if not multiple.
And he's getting rewarded for it.
Yes.
Easy points right there.
Substitution on the
But I love the first 3
Remember, fans, we are not
in your
responsible
list.
for any lost or stolen item. Please keep all of your valuables with you at all
He hit
times.
one of 2 free throws. Diop pulls down the rebound. Hacked away.
Rare loose ball.
Coxon fires. Gets off the 3. Just in time.
This I don't like.
At
DeJuan
halftime, it's the
Wagner
Cavaliers
has
inside
11
5.
points, 3 threes
Local area high school
off the bench.
students can get discounts for all
What the heck's going on here?
Contact the box office or your local school for details.
You need to bring Junkyard back in? I don't know if I should bring in Murray. I don't want to fall in love with the 3-pointer. But I'll start with that.
Let's go to Akemi Takei to get her thoughts on the first half.
The Cavaliers coach told me his halftime message was simple. Keep playing hard and stick to the game plan. It has been working so far, and he's not planning on making any big adjustments unless the momentum takes a major shift in the second half. Also, the Raptors are committing
Hopefully they
a
left
cardinal sin by
Wagner's
blowing
not
their
in the game,
opportunities at
so
the charity
maybe I'll be
stripe.
able to
If they're close late in the fourth
catch
quarter,
back up.
all those missed shots at the free throw line could come back to haunt them. That's the story from here. Back to you.
Akemi Takei. Will it go? He passes right.
Wash, Ricky Davis and Wash.
Cuts to
And
the
one.
glass.
Let's go.
And score. Can he make the three-point
Carter's
play?
16 out of the team's last 23 points.
And letting the guy score. That's a one-way ticket to the doghouse.
Hits the free throw.
33%. I'll take it.
Pass to right wing. Top side. Feeds outside. Swings it right side. He'll fire the 3. He
Get
misses.
the rebound.
Bling. It finds its way in.
He's got the measure, the stroke, the snap on the shot.
Roams
Murray
left
is
side.
not fast.
Right hand dribble. He heaves it up. Nothing but the bottom of
Vince
the
Carter's a volume scorer on this team. Top 5 NFL games.
Oh, the rim rattling.
Tecmo Super Bowl would be up there.
That's about as well as you
NFL
can
Blitz
penetrate. He got all the way
2000.
inside untouched and got the ball down.
Shoots from 8. And it misses. Grasps.
Let's see, what else? I would definitely have to put one of the Maddens
Jumper
from the
top of the
PS2
key.
era,
Not gonna happen. Collects
the
it.
early ones.
He's fouled.
For me, it would be Madden 2003, but really any of the ones Madden 2003 to 2005 would work. There's
A rim rattling jam by Vince Carter.
creative thing. Vince Carter, Air Canada. Playing ESPN NFL 2K5 is kind of hard not to include that one. Although I will say I've never got very competitive man versus man in that game. It's something I would like to do. Vince Carter, let's go.
He is doing all the work right
So that's
now for his
4.
basketball team.
I keep getting stuck on 4.
He launches a 3. Got it. He's got 8
Like the
points.
original NFL Blitz is one that I could consider. Oh man,
Lays it up. He
it's
scores.
29 already.
He'll head for the line for a chance at
But
a
since
three-point
already,
play.
I think NFL Blitz 2000 is the best one. Because the original didn't have
The Raptors
4
bring down
players.
their own rebound. Return to sender.
2 minutes remaining.
There we go.
Fires about 9 feet. Got him shooting. His fourth.
Yeah, I think the 5th game was probably like a redundant repeat of the 4 that are already up there. Like Tecmo Super Bowl for a Super Nintendo, or one of the other Maddens that I said, like the 04 to 2005.
Frustrating, it's aggravating, annoying. But the only thing you can do is keep on shooting.
Misses both. That'll drive a coach crazy. Right hand dribble. Feeds it to the post and packs it home with a right hand slam. Goes up high and thunders down with one hand.
He didn't leave any doubt about where that one was going to end up.
We've got an injured player. So let's go now to Akemi Takei on the floor. What's the scoop?
Thanks, Kevin. I believe he injured his arm or his elbow there after the play stopped.
All right, give me your top 5 NFL games. I know a lot of people would put NFL Street up there. I didn't play that series a ton.
Thanks, Akemi. We'll go back to you as soon as you have new information. Swings it across the top of the arc. He'll guide it up. Hits. He's in a league of his own from the floor tonight. Slings it up. Boom. Down it goes.
Can't stop Vince.
Night on the offensive end.
Insanity.
Ball knocked free. The Raptors break out.
Only Davis gets in on the action.
Coaches love to see good defense that leads to scores on the offensive end. Most coaches preach aggressive defense, and it usually leads to good things.
Let's quickly turn to Akemi Takei for an update on the injury.
Well, Kevin, I've learned from the trainer that he's pulled a muscle in his shoulder. With an injury like that, it may slow him up on the floor, so the good news is that it isn't too serious, so he can return to play immediately. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Akemi. To Carter. Dumps it inside.
Double teaming.
Driving to the rim. Bingo.
Not working out. I'm still scoring on those possessions. ESPN NFL 2K5, NCAA 06, Tecmo Super Bowl, NFL Blitz 2000, NFL Street Volume 2. Yeah, so we definitely have some overlap.
Over the top. Pulls up for the J.
And you know,
Can't get it
now
to
that
go.
you mentioned the NCAA game,
At the end of 3 quarters, the Raptors
I might have to put one of those from the PS2 era on there. Like, I played a lot of 03, 06 is what I hear is the best one. I have the game, I haven't played it much, but yeah, I wouldn't mind putting one of those up there as the best football games. But you also have 3 of the 4 that I mentioned. Murray's tired. We'll get him Peterson, bring in Junkyard for a little bit. And I feel if Carter goes out of the game, then I just lose. Need that superstar on the court.
Decision time. Brings it up the court.
What a deep dive. Evan Ali in the game.
Hooks.
There we go. Boozer gone wild.
Possession will change hands.
People don't sleep on NCAA 04 and Madden 12 PS2 Game Day 98. Oh yeah, I slept on that game. I talk about Game Day 98. That would be, you know, so it's something you have to think about. Like that one I would consider putting up there. And I actually think it's good. The replayability even today is good. I wouldn't say it's great.
Handles it. Baseball toss downtown. Rocket hop for the Tins.
He's got way too much jump in the truck.
Catch one off. It's good.
Shooting 70% in this game.
Everything is too easy to shoot the basketball.
like they took off the double team with Vince.
The rock is up for grabs.
Loose ball.
Passes left. Flings a three.
What is going on? Why is Wagner
It happens so often, but it's
just
never
hitting
talked about
threes?
enough. They force the turnover, and it starts the offensive possession and ends in a score. That's good basketball on both ends of the court.
Williams from the sideline. Ball inbound. Sideline left.
Oh, Vince just showing
Get
off.
it.
The defense better fill that hole.
I'm trying to pull this out.
You can't let guards penetrate.
Go
and score
Bucks,
that
yeah. Go Bucks this year.
Loose ball.
I'm rooting for them. I'd love to see the Bucks win. They got a great team.
That, ladies and gentlemen,
They're still
is what
really
a jump
young,
shot
but I
is
think
supposed to look like.
The Cavaliers
might
have
be able
pretty
to
much had an open
pull
lane to the
something off.
basket the entire game.
If the defense can't defend the perimeter
I
better,
would be
and
surprised
prevent
if they're not in the NBA
might as
Finals.
well use a big lineup and try to intimidate guys from charging in at will.
What?
He misses. Discovers. 3 minutes to go. The Raptors lead by 2. Down the left side. Out wide left side. Get out of the way or get.
Let's call timeout just to rest the guys. Oh, Vince Carter's tired.
Talk about a team effort. It doesn't seem to matter who they put on the floor tonight. Everyone is scoring.
Yeah, Adam, but we definitely have similar tastes in sports games.
Peterson brings it in under the bucket.
Oh, got him up in the air. There we go.
A manly jam.
Tony Davis having a good overall game.
But when he leaves the court, I start to question that theory.
Across midcourt. Top side. LeBron showing off the natural gift of mad hops.
The guard just ventured where the big guys roamed, and he wasn't intimidated. He just rose up and he threw it down.
A whistle.
That's his third personal.
Might have had him a couple times on that one, but
Flicks it up. No chance. Short rebound. The Cavaliers bring it up. Sideline left. He goes airborne. Beautiful,
feeling this
baby.
one, man.
Jumpers
6
like
in a row.
that just don't come for free. It takes years and years and years of hard work and late nights in the gym to learn how to drain that Jimmy.
Puts it up soft.
And one.
Down it goes, and we're all tied up with less than 2 minutes on the clock.
Hockey's a little bit tougher for me. I'll answer that after this game.
The free
when I
throw
think
is up
about
and
it.
in.
1 point lead.
Feeds it inside. Takes a hook shot. Rims off.
That's a good shot today. This guy isolated. Good hook shot.
No, what are you doing?
Loop cross court. Long jump
Vince
shot.
Carter
And
clutch
sinks
with
it.
the jumper.
Raptors take a 3-point lead. A 3-ball gets him right back in the game here. The Cavaliers bring it up. He'll launch a 3.
That's what we want. LeBron shooting threes in the clutch.
Pass up court.
Although, if they start intentionally fouling, I'm going to be in big trouble. I'm going to miss.
Out left. For the 3.
Oh, huge three.
Peterson, all in double figures
Felt
tonight.
so smooth. The lefty, Morris Peterson. Come on, LeBron. Chuck up another 3.
Just over. Ball hijack. 1 minute to go. The Raptors lead by 6. Swings it over right wing. Bullseye.
Man, pulling away a little bit here.
The Raptors.
Out left.
Chuck.
He'll fire.
That's who I want to
Miss
shoot.
aim.
Kevin Ollie.
Yanked down. Right side. Not being Rifles at cross court. Launches up the three. Doesn't go. Recovers.
Good thing Wagner in, because he was just draining everything.
You double team. Should you pass or should you shoot? Well, if that was a test, then he just flunked.
Out of bounds.
See ya, Dragon Clutch. Thanks for watching.
Checking into the game. Remember, fans, if you're having problems,
Fires a three. Card accepted. Hit me, baby. One more
Just
time.
clutched this one out.
Feeds to midcourt.
Mo Pete! Exclamation point.
A windmill jam, baby. Timeout to talk strategy with under a minute to play.
Two-handed windmill.
Any chance of pulling this one out.
I know I can win if I use the
Protecting
Raptors.
perimeter. So now is when you hope you have good outside shooters who can create their own shot.
Bremer brings it in sideline left. Elevates.
Oh
Good
wow,
for the
they
shooter,
called
not the ball
foul.
there. That's his sixth. He'll try for two.
I'm not so sure about that.
Free throw shooter. A good, reliable stroke.
Boozer has terrible form at the line.
He hit one of two free throws. He's got 13 points. 0.8 of a second left on the clock. The Raptors
Gets
bring it in.
the win.
And that's
Third
the
time's the
ball game.
charm.
MJ, Kenny, any final words of wisdom?
Carter had a direct impact on his team's victory here
And
tonight.
it's a win on
He was the
All-Star.
game's leading scorer and broke down the opposing defense all night.
Good point, MJ. And I want to add a quick observation. The Cavaliers were entertaining to watch with their impressive three-point shooting. But I'm sure they'd rather be boring if it had earned them a victory.
The final score in tonight's game is the Raptors.
Let's see,
win it
Vince Carter,
74-68.
player of the game.
Vince Carter came to play tonight and earns player of the game honor.
37.
This is Kevin Calabro. On behalf of Marcus Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Akemi Takei, thanks for putting up with us. We'll look forward to seeing you again soon.
I don't need to see the achievements. So Mof Peterson, Alvin Williams, Antonio Davis. Moss only with 3, but he didn't play as much. Yeah, the supporting cast came through enough to support Vince Carter and get the W. Wagner was their leading scorer. He's just hitting everything. So Adam just showed his top 4. I don't know why YouTube needs me to allow that, but yes, I would say 3 of those would be in my top 5, and that's NHL 94, NHL Hits 2002. Love that game. Game was a blast. Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey. That's probably my favorite one, to be honest. And NHL 04. Don't have as much recollection of that one. Mutant League Hockey, people love it. But I haven't played that one as much as I would have liked. But yeah, I think you got 3 of the 5 that I would pick in the top 5 hockey games. And of course, they're all arcadey. I did get into the new NHL games for a little bit, but you know, after playing a few games where no goals are scored, it's kind of like gets pretty boring. Like, wow, I just spent 35-40 minutes playing and no one even scored. We lost 1-0. Like, I don't know. That's why I prefer the arcade Wayne Gretzky NHL Hits types. A lot of goals scored, just a lot of action going on. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. Wanted to play some NBA Inside Drive. You know, show DPS, one of the underrated basketball games that, you know, maybe not a top 10 basketball game by a lot of people's standards, but certainly it's hard to argue that this game is not better than Tecmo NBA Basketball, him putting it in the top 10. So, you know, we'll see. But yeah, this is one of my favorite basketball games on the Xbox, and I think it's a good one. Yeah, I'll now that you put it on my radar, I do have Live 2005, so I could stream that. I'm still on the lookout for PS1 NBA Live 99. I looked them up on eBay today, and they're not expensive. It's like $4. I saw one on free shipping, so I could make that happen for sure. That's what I got the N64 one for, $4, which might be $1 too high, but come on, it's $4 N64 game. But yeah, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you for watching. We'll be back soon with another retro sports game stream. Have a good night and take care.